No way. That's funny. What's up, y'all? I want to start this out with a little bit of a kind of an introduction, basically, how I got started, because everybody's interested in that. Okay, I'm interested in that, but here's how it is. I started years and years ago. I was probably like 5 or 10 when my dad let us use his camera. You know, the big one with the VHS tape, and like we would like film and like, you know, you start and then like stop, and then you're like, okay, change scenes. Right, here's the next scene. All right, ready, and start. You know, and you had to have like the 3-second delay so the tape could get started. You know what I'm talking about. We started with that, and my dad one day gave me that camera, and I was like, no way. By that time, it was old news, but it was still super cool. Moving on, I eventually bought my own camera, and I still have that camera to this day. Anybody remember one of these? This. Alright guys, yep, alright, ready, action. Right, like this. Or you can like flip it around if you're really fancy. We filmed many videos on one of these things. And this was about the time when I was using like iMovie and editing things digitally, and had other friends who were interested in this stuff as well. I gotta say, we made a lot of sword fighting videos. I don't know why, that was just a thing. Like, yeah, let's make an action sword fighting film. And then one time we were like, oh, we should make a sword fighting film, but like, to include the girls, let's have them be like princesses and they're stuck in a castle or something. We have to rescue them. And it was like, this is the lamest film ever, but we had fun and we were trying new things. Anyways, that's kind of the beginning. Then I started getting into some other film type stuff. I used my sister's 7D, used her camera for a long time, and she was awesome. Thank you for that. Moving up in the world, I filmed like 1 or 2 music videos for some friends. Really.
I'm going there to see my father.
They weren't bad. They weren't the worst things ever. But looking back on them, I can see how we could have done it a lot better. Okay, let me just leave it at that. Then I got my own camera, and like I showed you in the last video, like made my own little rig for like steady camming and you know, hanging out the back of the truck to like get this smooth camera shots. And now I'm to the point where I have my own camera. I've got most of my own gear. I've got my own Steadicam. I've got my own recorders, you know, tripods. I'm still hanging out of the back of the car to get a smooth shot. I've got a drone. You know, like, you just kind of slowly build up, and a lot of this stuff was I took the money that I made doing weddings or music videos or whatever it was. I would take that money and I would pour it back into my equipment, and I would buy a GoPro or a drone or the microphone that I'm using right now. And but now I'm at the point where I want to learn how to do it properly, instead of this, you know, Sony camera, childish kid kind of way of filming things. I want to learn how to actually film and tell stories and make it look good. I want to hear from all of you how you got to where you're at, how you got there, and where you hope to go. So you can comment below, or you can go on Instagram. I respond a ton on Instagram. I don't do as much on Facebook, and really hardly anything on Twitter. So go to Instagram or comment below, and I'll try to get to it. That's all we got for today. See you next time.